Hello, we are back. We are back on round 11, China this week. I've not been here for a good while. To be honest, we've had a few issues with the streams, so yeah, just been testing some things out. I think I've got it to a sort of balanced point. I didn't want to lose too much performance in the game, so I've had to bring down some of the settings in the game. And then we've got it streamed over to the streaming machine over here on the laptop. So, yep, I feel like we are good to go and it's all working. As you can see, it's been a bit of a change in the championship since we've last raced on Twitch. Not Twitch, YouTube. We're back on YouTube, not on Twitch. So instead of making the graphics myself, I just screenshotted the Discord live results and just put them in because honestly, it's just easier, and I think it looks a bit nicer as well. So as you can see, we're in second place. We've got Brannon, of course, heading the field, and the gap is big. The gap is big. But we've got some good results recently. We got a win in our last race. Well, I say a win, but we are a win in Division 2 anyway. We're merging the leagues once again. It feels like we merge every week now. So we're always with fast drivers, but so long as we finish first out of all of our division, we will be in first place for that race. And also the fastest lap and everything like that gets counted towards your own division. So nothing is kind of affected by other drivers apart from obviously the gaps that get created when you get overtaken and that kind of stuff. So it's fun. It's an interesting way to do it. I fully expect the leagues to be merged next season. So we have probably just one league, more drivers, more racing, more competitiveness. We won't be near the top, but hey-oh, that's what this season's for. We're not out of the championship, but we're very close to being out of the championship. I think one more bad result and it sort of confirms that, but I'm still sort of banking on us getting a few good results and potentially any slip-ups from Brannon. We will be in the running. So yeah, we are back in the game. I've done a fair bit of practice on China. Definitely one of those tracks I dislike because of the long corners, because of the high tyre wear, which means it feels like after 5 laps your tyres are cooked and you're sliding all over the place. So it's about minimising mistakes on this track, minimising the time loss when you have got those worn tyres. And yeah, up against Division 1 drivers again. So it's qualifying is going to be really important. If you can put some gap between yourself and the rest of your league, then obviously you create more gap just by drivers behind creating distance. So that's what it'll be today. We have a commentator today, Sean MC 111882. He's streaming on Twitch. I'm sure we can go find that if you wanted to have a look at that. And yeah, should be interesting to see the race from a different perspective on the way out. Not too sure if we're waiting for any more drivers at the moment. Just going to go check the chat. Okay, so yeah, my teammate is on the way, but yeah, he'll probably join in qualifying, which is always good. Drivers' Championship, as you can see on the screen. Constructors' Championship, it's pretty close actually between us and Aston Martin. Haven't got it up there and haven't got the results in front of me, so I can have a quick look on my phone. Yeah, so okay, this is after Singapore. We are actually in the lead on 297 points, and then Aston Martin a second on 286 points. So in theory, that should be ours for the taking, so long as we turn up for every single race. Obviously, people's own lives gets in the way. I've not been present for every single race myself, of course, but that's all just part of it. Looks like we are readied up and good to go, so we'll get in and get this on the road. going to go for the harder set of tyres here. The softs are kind of almost useless on this track, so I'm just going to use them all in quali, to be honest. I mean, you know, if there's a safety car in the last 2 laps, possibly you can benefit from it, but if you're at the front, you're not going to be doing that anyway. So let's not sort of manifest that. Let's not put ourselves in that position. We'll use all the softs in quali, and then so that'll be 3 runs. Try and get up the field as much as we can, and then we'll have 2 sets of the hards, 2 sets of the mediums for the race, hopefully. And then we can just sort of judge it by whatever happens. Looks like we've got a dry qualifying and a dry race. 17%, doesn't look too bad. So that will be that'll be dry. Maybe we can put our dry setup on. I think for every lap, for the first one again, what we'll do is we'll just put that tiny bit extra fuel in the car. 3.8, so we've got enough to play with just in case we make the mistake. We want to put a good banker lap down, however, so we will just be taking it at 99% for that first lap and try not to push too much. Yeah, so we got that amount of fuel in the car, we got the right setup on,
Let's get it.
and we're good to go. Because of how many corners are in this track, there's no need to really push too much on the tyres early on. The tyres will naturally come up to temperature. Not to hit the curves that are going to spin you out. Apex. Down, that's a hindered lap. And we're back out. serious amount of blocking there. Oh my days. Not good.
Okay, we've only got one lap of fuel remaining.
Into box now.
Pitting this lap then. Come into the pits at the end of this lap. Right, let's at the end of this lap, please. Okay, when you're ready, let's go. Drop to P11. Okay, we've only got one lap of fuel remaining.
That was rubbish. Could have picked up so much more there.
Okay, we can take you this lap. Understood. Stopping this lap.
Yeah, got so much more time than I'm in the sector. Oh, down.
Confirmed. We'll receive you at the end of this lap.
We'll get the box here and then go for one last glory run.
Pitting this lap then. Come into the pits at the end of this lap.
Tough grid today. Yeah, that kind of tracks. 6/10. Wonder how much we can pick
Okay,
up if we
our
just,
best lap so far,
nail that middle sector.
1:32.4.
Turn 1 can be smoother as well. It's just so tough to get that right.
.5 miles per hour.
Oh, Arsenal 1-0 up against Madrid. Come on, you Gunners. Yeah, P7 not too bad considering we've had to have one of our laps aborted. I can see quite a few people have saved a set of soft tyres there. They've only gone for one lap. But we're going to use all of our soft tyres in quali, and we take an extra set of hards for the race. Because, yeah, the softs are, as it's common knowledge, the softs are absolutely rubbish around China. So even if we get to late stages of the race, I don't think we'll be needing them. We do have our mediums there, so I think it's going to be hard medium. If there's an early safety car, we'll go, anything above lap 5 before lap 10, we'll go hard, and then anything early on, we'll go straight to the mediums and then try and do a 2-stop onto the hard. I think that's probably the way to go. Yeah, just waiting for the last moments here before we can get into the...
Checks complete. Everyone be aware, we've got a car leaving the garage. 30 seconds left in the session.
To the line. Oh, he's just missed out. Just missed out on running time there. And he is still behind us setting the lap, so that felt good. I think we maximised the lap there. Happy with that. Don't think we could have done much more. Let's see where Graham finishes here. I don't know if has he finished? Yeah, he's finished his lap. Everyone has. Yeah, P7 not too bad. Yeah, 1.5 tenths behind, or you know, it's about 10th actually. So I'm happy with that, to be that close to the championship leader, and we can do things from that. We can do things from that position in the race. So very nice. Yeah, the tyres just felt like they were in the right window, that one. But you know, to be a second behind the Div 1 pole, that is pretty extraordinary. Looks like my teammate's in, but didn't set a lap, so he'll be coming from the back. Do not ready up is the instruction. Aye aye. Well, I mean, someone always does ready up anyway, but forgot to have a look to see whether China's a bit of a guzzler on the fuel. I feel like it might be. It's 29.2, and then I think the strategy is going to try and be is stay out as long as we can. Lap 17, possibly even 18. Let's put it on 18, and then we can pit early if we need to. 18 plus however much is a safety car. So we'll try and work out what we need to do based on the how the race unfolds. If we need to go longer, we will try and do that. But yeah, you do get a lot of DRS, as you can imagine, on this track, so you might have to just box with everyone else to not fall out of the DRS. We will try. That's all we can do. Here we go. Sure we're all comfortable. And then the launch down to turn 1 begins. Okay, let's go. That was a good launch. Seems like other people have more straight line speed than me. On the outside here. Some weird lagging going on with the car ahead, that's not great. Absolutely launch it down the inside there. I'm not a big fan of that move.
All right, let's focus now for the rest of the race.
At least we can kind of gain time back on that turn if there's lots of cars up ahead.
DRS now enabled. DRS enabled.
We really need to start saving battery.
Look out for a bit of understeer when trailing the car ahead. They're going to be giving off dirty air, which is going to affect our tyres, so try to get past.
Do not want to lose DRS here. Not sure if I got it or not. Yes, got it. Descending worked. I feel quite slow. Everyone is on medium, so obviously doesn't help me.
Keep on him, he might make a mistake.
I must admit, I did not think he was going to stay on the inside there. Back on the train, that's good. Seems to be a 1 second gap up ahead though. Just need to get some ERS back.
The track is clear, green flag. car in front is a second lap.
I don't think we could take that corner fairly faster than me for some reason.
Lost some time to the car behind. Nice move, good job.
wing. I need to get past now. My God. What's going on there? Don't think I got it. No, I didn't get it. Made a mistake. It's not good. Oh, I did get it. No way. Woof, that was lucky. Damn it, every single time I go for that corner. Every time.
And gap to the car in front, 1.7 seconds.
Need to get back in the train, so go for it. Go for it. Go for it. Go for it. Oh my God.
You're running low on ERS. Reminder that you can play around with ERS modes in the MFD or lift sometimes and ease onto the brake pedal for some manual recharge. Okay, so gap to the car ahead, 2.4 seconds. Green flag, we're racing again, let's go. Okay, the car behind's catching you at a rate of about 2 seconds a lap, be aware.
Car behind's not in the race, so I'm going to let him go.
Okay, be aware, the grip levels are going to start falling away soon. Approaching the pit window and you're going to be on me. Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 11.3 seconds.
track limits. Not too bad, 16 laps in. Can be like a little bit more patient, seriously, for fuck's sake. Humbling. Like, just be a bit more patient, that's all, you know? Just ruin my race. Doesn't matter if you're the leader or not.
Right, let's have you in at the end of this lap, please. Okay, the pit window's open, so let's box this lap. Box this lap. Remember, box this lap. Keep an eye on your distance to the speed limit line as you approach and make sure you don't speed. The pit box is currently full. Stay out on track. Stay out. Okay, off we go. Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound. Caution, caution. Okay, clear. Okay, so all of our tyre pressure data is currently reading 0. Assuming they still look inflated to you, we're going to guess that it's just a bad sensor. Shouldn't be anything to worry about. Okay, here's the gap that we're trailing the car ahead by. 6.3 seconds. Okay, 5.3 seconds. They're on old mediums. Their tyres are 6 laps old. Time last lap, 1 minute 35.9. Starting to catch the car in front, but we need to look after the tyres. We won't be making another pit stop.
a bit, Pete. Not great.
Great manoeuvre. You made it look so easy.
Didn't think he's going to turn in that quickly. Sorry about that, that's probably my fault. Fallen 18 seconds behind the leaders. I mean, I know I haven't had DRS on most of the wrecks, but that's ridiculous.
Car behind started to drop back. There's a gap beginning to form. Let's make the most of it.
Lewis Hamilton. Got no pace in 8th. Getting on. I'm not sure, but that actually still might be P2 in Division 2, which shouldn't be too bad. A little bit of a bummer to be 18 seconds behind the pack we were with for so long. We had that, you know, the minor incident, but hey, it's just the way it goes. China's one of those. The gaps can form and can be a bit of a lonely race at times. Of course, it doesn't help that this happens to be the one race in the entire season that hasn't had a safety car. Usually spices thing up a bit. Seems to only come out when I don't want one. So annoying as well that that's the corner I lost.
Okay, gap to the car in front.
I think I lost DRS on lap in 10. Just yeah, clearly wasn't warmed up enough. I've not played this track a lot, but yeah, when the tyres go, you just need to let it roll into that corner. Otherwise, you're going to have a bunch of understeer. Fastest lap.
Okay, mate, this is the final lap of the race.
P7 might be on here. 13-second time penalty for the car in front. Most likely most of it will be removed, but if we don't try, it's 1.5 seconds. It's not going to help us. Oh, I thought we almost had it then, but we must have had loads of battery. Seven tenths. But yeah, not a bad showing. Just a bit of a boring race in the end. I lost DRS on lap 10, and then that was it. Nothing to do. Nothing to do. Anyway, that's that. So we had Lord James, Alon, then a 23-second gap, and then the train that I was in, and then a 13-second gap, and then me. So yeah, 36 seconds behind the leaders in the end, which isn't, you know, it's not a fun thing to it's not a fun thing to say, but anyway, I think it's still P2 in the championship. Obviously, doesn't help considering P1 was the championship leader, but hey, it's been like that all season. It's a shame we hadn't got the Division 2 all the way through the season with the drivers that started, because I felt like it was really fun in those first couple of races. Everyone seemed to be within the same, you know, DRS train, and there didn't seem to be too much between the top of the field and the bottom of the field. But that's that. Looks like we've got a merger for next season, and yeah, we'll see what we can do. But it was good to be back on YouTube. Be good to, well, I didn't really do much commentary in the end, just because we had no one watching. But I'll probably go and have a look at the commentators run through, see if there's anything spicy on there. And yeah, that's that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I don't know where Falcon is. He's probably the division above. But yeah, me and Brannon, and then Doug, Helion, Marshall, Lauder, Venom. I'm not sure where Rabina Juice is, but yeah, lots of fun. And might be back next week, might not be. We'll see how we're feeling. See you later, guys, and Maple Ace out.